Do convicted terrorists deserve a second chance? Well, my opinion and the opinion of many others is no, they don't. But that's in stark contrast to our pacifist Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, who believes in unicorns and fairies, and if he wishes something to be so, then so it shall be. Let's take today the case of AbdulrahmanEl-Bahnasawy, originally from Kuwait, now living in Mississauga, and arrested in 2016 in New Jersey for attempting to blow up New York monuments such as Times Square and other prominent landmarks there, which, had he been successful, could have well resulted in numerous injuries and deaths at the time on an unsuspecting public. That's usually what's the result of a successful terrorist attack. El-Bahnasawy is, of course, trying to come back to Canada. Why? So he can receive counseling, or so his lawyers say. Will he be Trudeau's first test case for rehabilitation of jihadis, something Trudeau thinks is a great idea? To date, what has he done to show that he's wanting to be reformed? Well, he wrote a 24-page letter where he apologizes to the judge, and he says, "It's not my fault, really, Judge. It's the fault of my parents and the U.S., of course. And this is code for Canada. I'm going to sue you the minute I set foot back in the Great White North for, I don't know, maybe $10.5 million. And he finishes up by stating that it is his hope that Islam will one day rule the world, and he invites the judge to read the Quran and think about converting to Islam himself. It sounds like he's really, truly in the mood to become a reformed jihadi, doesn't it? Well, buddy, you are a convicted terrorist, and no, you don't deserve a second chance. And even though he may seem like a very promising candidate for Justin's terrorist poetry and art class, the nature of his letter proves the opposite. It's a sad state of affairs when our leaders are blind to this glaring abuse of citizens of other countries who affect our own citizens or themselves come here to do damage, and we look the other way. Where will we be in a society, I wonder, in as little as maybe 10 years from now, if we don't get leaders soon who take a strong stand on this abuse? Ladies, you're going to have to cover up. And your daughters, well, you're just going to have to keep them at home. And if you should happen to come across a student from Jihadi Justin's Reform a Terrorist group, take comfort in the words of our pacifist PM that this returning band of misfits could very well provide an extraordinary voice on the subject of terrorism. Well then, that's it. I guess there's nothing to worry about.